Good morning, students. Welcome back to today's computer class. First of all, did you all enjoy the word game last week? Was it easy to study? Recollect what you studied? That's good, students. For only 50% of the students only just sent it through WhatsApp. What happened to the remaining students? You didn't attend the class? Or you attend and did not send the word game answers to me? See, you have to attend the class and whatever the work we are giving, teachers are giving, you have to do it. I asked you to send, right? So many students did not send. Those who have sent, I really appreciate. Okay, so that's really good attitude. Those who did not send, please do not avoid this kind of revisions. Okay, this will boost up your knowledge. As you know, small drops only makes an ocean, right? So a kind of small revisions in between the chapters only improve your knowledge and create interest in your studies. Otherwise, you won't touch the text, I know. That's what I have given this kind of activity. Okay. So are you all ready for today's activity? Yes, that's good. Okay, let's go. Today it's going to be a fill up questions. Today it's going to be a fill up and one mark questions. Okay, are you ready for the activity? That's good, students. So question number 1. Today you will get very less questions. Okay, maximum 10 questions. All right. Okay, the question number 1 is, how many views are there in File Explorer? How many views are there in File Explorer? Do you know? So let me write the question in between. Think about the answer. Okay. How many views are in File Explorer? You got the answer? Yes, how many views? That's good. The answer is 8. The answer is 8 views. Okay. So here, marks column. So question number 1. If you have given right answer, give 1 mark. Otherwise, put wrong. Okay. Fine. So question number 2. Question number 2 is, do you know what are the 8 types of views? Yes. Yes, tell me what are the 8 types of views? Extra large view, yes, good. Then medium view, small view, list, details, tiles, content. These are the 8 views. These are the 8 views. Now, my second question is, how to get these views in File Explorer? How to get it? Where we have to go? Okay. So the question number 2 is, how to get views in File Explorer? Let me write it here. Again, File Explorer, I have written FE. You write it full word, okay? I don't have a space. So I have written FE. Okay? So the question is, how to get views in File Explorer window. So do you have idea how to get? Do you remember? Yes? Okay, tell me how to get. Yes, which tab we have to go? You can write it in single sentence. You write it, okay? Because it's a test, right? Revision test, right? Yes. So we have to go to View tab. Okay. Then, do you remember what is the what is a group name? Yes. Yes, it's a layout group. Then from here, 8 icons are there. Okay. 8 icons. 8 icons will be there. You can select the icon, which one you need. Extra large or a large or a medium, small, whatever you need, you can select it. So total 8 icons are there. That means 8 views are there. Got it? Okay. So how to get a views in File Explorer? Go to View tab. layout group and select the type of view you need. Select the type of view you need. Got it? So those who have written answer, please give 1 mark. If you are partially correct, give half mark. Okay? And if you don't know the answer, put wrong symbol and study this answer. Okay, after the class. So second question, give the marks. Got it? Okay. So now the next question is, there are some speciality in large view, extra large and medium views. Extra large and medium views. Do you know what is that? Yes. You just think about it. Let me write the question. This is the question. The question is extra large, large and medium icons, that means views, gives a good view of dash and dash files. Who remembers the answer? Okay, those who know the answer, please write it in your notebook, computer notebook. Okay, are you all writing? That's good. So, extra large, large, medium views gives a good view of the dash and dash types of files. So, which will give a good view of graphics and video files. Graphics and video files. Okay, so let me write the answer. Graphics and video. Graphics and video files. So those who have written correct answer, give mark, otherwise put wrong symbol. Got it? Okay. So let's move on to fourth question. Fourth question. Dash view list all the files and folders one by one. One by one. So let me write it here. So fourth question. Dash view list all the files and folders. List all the files and folders. So which view displays all the files and folders one by one as a list? Do you have an idea? The answer is in the question itself. So what is that? That's good. It's nothing but list view, which is nothing but list view. Okay, so some questions will have an answer in the question itself. So you have to use your brain. Just think about the question. Don't simply say that I don't know the answer. Just read it one or twice. You will get the answer. Okay, so those who have given right answer, please give marks, otherwise put wrong symbol. Got it? Okay, let's move on to question number 5. Dash view shows several columns like a name, date, modified, size, etc. Okay, so dash view, which view, okay, shows the details of the files in several columns. Details of the files in several columns. Okay, so question is dash view shows several columns. Dash view shows several columns of the file, such as type, okay, date, modified, name of the file, etc. So, what is the answer? Which view gives many columns? What is the date it created? Okay, when it is modified, what type of file it is, everything. It's from detail view. Okay, it's from detail. So everything will be displayed in a detail columns. Okay, so the view name is detail. Got it? Okay, so those who have given answer, please give marks. Otherwise, put wrong. Fine, students? Okay, next question. Dash view displays each file along with their type. So what type of file? Whether it's a Word file or a PowerPoint file or it's a browser, it's a search engine, what type of file it is, along with its size, how much space it occupies, 40 KB, 1 GB, 40 MB, along with the size. Okay, so that is the next question. Dash view displays about file type and size. File type and size. So do you know which view? Yes, it is nothing but tiles view. It is tiles view. Tiles view displays about file type and size. Okay. So those are given answer. Please give one more. Otherwise, put wrong symbol. Okay. So the next question is dash feature. Okay. Um, Saves time while doing the work. Otherwise, dash feature enables you to work on multiple applications simultaneously. Dash feature helps you to work on multiple applications simultaneously. So which feature? Do you remember? Okay, let me write the question. You think about it. So dash feature allows you to keep the windows side by side. You can open many applications windows and keep it side by side and you can work simultaneously one by one. So do you know which feature it is? Yes, that's good. It's called Aero Snap. It's called Aero Snap. So spelling, do you know? So A-E-R-O, Aero Snap, S-N-A-P, Snap. So those who have given answer, give marks, otherwise put wrong symbol. Got it? Okay. So next question, it's a true or false question. True or false question. Okay. So can you tell me Arrow Snap feature, which is inherited from Windows 7. Windows 7. Inherited means taken from. Okay, which is derived from the earlier versions. Is it true or it is only introduced in Windows 10 and above, 8 and above? Yes, it is an inherited feature from Windows 7. Okay, it's not a new feature. It is already there in Windows 7 in some other way. The same feature is inherited in a different manner. Okay, so it is true. The answer is true. Okay, so let me write the question. AeroSnap is inherited from Windows 7. It's true. Answer is true. Got it? So that's all about today's revision. Students, again, don't forget to send this questions marks to my WhatsApp number today also. Got it? So those who did not send last week also, please send it today. Fine, students, let's move on to today's question. Students, let's go to the new chapter. Before going to the new chapter, I have a questions for you. Now, I have a storybook. Okay. So did you read what is the name of the storybook? Yes, it is the Da Vinci Code. Do you like reading books? How many of you like reading books? Raise your hand. Wow, good. Okay. So now let me open this. storybook. See the pages. So can you tell me, will you read this book, sit and read for hours and hours? Will you? That's really good. If you read that, then I really appreciate. Okay. So this is the storybook I have shown. Okay. So this is the first storybook I have shown. So you like, if you do you read this storybook for hours and hours? Let it be as it is. Whatever the answer, yes or no, let it be as it is. Let me take another storybook. I have another storybook. Okay. The Wind in the Willows. My daughter used to read all these things. Okay. So see the storybook. Here comes, the pages are coming. Okay. And here the first chapter you can see, and you can see all the chapters, all the pages. So will you sit and read this storybook for hours and hours? Yes. Wow, I can see, I can feel that many of you saying that, yes, teacher, I will read this book. So tell me, which book you read, you just give a first preference to which book? Okay, so which book will you give preference to, this book or this book? This one, right? Why is it so? Because this book has many pictures. It looks attractive, right? So something is written here, the same story it's depicted with a picture here. So each and every page has a picture. You can see the colorful picture. If you don't understand, you can see the picture and understand, right? That is the reason all kids love this book to read, right? But this one, nothing it's given. Only full pages it is given, only stories. You will get bored after reading the first or second page, right? So what makes you to get interest on reading something? The colorful pictures. The colorful pictures and how they are arranged, right? Okay. Have you seen the newspaper? Every day you see the newspaper, right? Yes. How many of you read newspaper in your home? Maybe it's a Malayalam newspaper or a English, anything. How many of you read newspaper? Really? That's good. If you don't have a habit, please make a habit. This is a good time. Lockdown time, you have a lot of time. You can read the newspaper. At least the headlines you can read it. Okay. So make a habit of reading newspaper. See, if the newspaper looks like this, only that newses, nothing else. Will you read? Will it be interested to read? I won't read it. If it is only given news, as I won't read it. Okay, that's the habits of everyone. Not only the young, small kids, even elder people also won't get interested to newspaper if only the newses are displayed. So when will we read the newspaper, or how does it should looks like? It should be like a attractive heading, colorful headings, picture, boxes, everything is here, right? So let me turn to the next page, the front page of the newspaper. See, so how does it looks like? Do you see pictures are there? Some bold letters are here, right? Again, one picture and something is written here in the box. It's not like one single page they are completed and coming to the second line, third line, fourth line, right? So they have divided into, this is one part, and this middle it's another part, and this is a third part. So they have divided into columns. They have divided into columns, right? So in the first column, you can see one picture is here, one person's photo is here, then something is written to the right of him, right? And here also you can see one picture is here. So by covering this picture, something is written here in this box. The news is given in the box, right? So the newspaper looks attractive with the help of pictures, many columns, and then bold handwritings and colorful views. Then only it will be interesting to read it, right? So okay. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to study how to make a particular page very attractive. Particular page very attractive. That is what we are going to study today. How to add a picture like this, how to add a text like this, how to make this bold handwriting, everything. Okay. So actually it is like a something like a typing. I'm going to type some news document. Maybe it's a document you call it, or a storybook you can call it. First page of the storybook, second page of the storybook, anything you can call it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type some news or a story and add pictures, colorful headings and everything. And if I make a mistake, I will edit it. You know what is mean by editing? If you make any mistakes or if you want to make any changes, making changes, it's called editing. E-D-I-T, edit. Okay, so I'm going to type, I'm going to edit, I'm going to make it attractive. So can you tell me which software will be helpful for me to all these tasks? So which software will be helpful? Any idea? Did we study in the software chapter? Yes, you have to relate. We are in the third chapter. We have to relate what we studied in the first chapter. We studied about softwares. So which software would be best to type, edit, format and everything? Who comes with the answer? Raise your hand. Yes, who said the answer? Tell me. That's good. It's a word processing software. It's called word processing software. Today we are going to study one of these word processing softwares. So do you know which software it is? Yes, it is familiar to you all. It's nothing but MS Word. So the chapter name is MS Word. MS Word 2013, it's a version name. MS Word 2013, we are going to study some extra features. Okay, let me take my text. I'm searching for it. Okay, so the chapter name is MS Word 2013 Advanced Tools. We are going to study about advanced tools. So this is a chapter name. Did you understand what is a chapter name? Yes, it is Microsoft Word. What is the purpose of Word? It is to type, edit and format, means make it attractive. Okay, and in this Microsoft Word, we are going to study about some advanced tools. Okay, alright, got it? So let's go to practical session. Hi students, welcome back to today's practical session. As I said, we are going to study about Microsoft Word. Before getting inside Microsoft Word, we are going to create a folder for yourself. We are going to create a folder to keep all your files. Okay, so shall we go and create a folder now? That's good. Okay, so do you know how to create a folder? I have taught you in the previous classes, not in the last one, even before. The second last one, I have taught you how to create a folder. Do you remember? That's good. Okay, so let me go to File Explorer. Everyone, you have to go to File Explorer window. Okay, if you are using a Windows 7 and the earlier versions, then go to Windows Explorer. Then go to Windows Explorer. Got it? So let me go to File Explorer. In the File Explorer, okay, you can see left side. As you know about this window, completely you know, right? Okay, what is this called? What is this left side? It's called? Yes, it's called as navigation pan. It's called as navigation pan. So in this navigation pan, you can see Windows C, Data Drive 1D, CD. These are the two names you have to keep it in mind. Okay, this is Windows C and another one is Data Drive 1. Okay, in Windows 7 and earlier versions, it will be written as local disk C, local disk D, local disk E. In that way it will be written. Okay, so whatsoever, do not disturb this Windows C or local disk C, okay, because which contains the main program files. So if you are creating your folder inside this Windows C, then you may do something by mistake. Okay, then your parents may lose any of the programs in the computer. So never ever go to Windows C, means I mean the local disk C. Okay, go to the next one, maybe a D or a E or a F, whatever you have. Okay, so here I have Data Drive 1D. So let me click here. Okay, So after clicking here, so you can see right side window. So many folders are here, right? Similarly, you can also create a folder for yourself. Okay, so you have to create a folder for you. So do you know how to create a folder? With your name you have to create. So keep the cursor on an empty space, right click, okay, right click and then new folder. Folder option is here. Click here. You can see a new folder icon appears with a highlighted word new folder. Here you can just type whatever name you need. Okay, so let me type here as my name Mangai because I need a folder with my name. So I created one folder. Got it? So the folder is created. See, I'm just to move on to the next page. I want to go to the previous page. Can you help me where I have to do? Click on it. I want to go one step back. I mean, yes. Tell me who said the answer. Good. Okay. So you have to go to left arrow to move one step back. Now, do you see? We are in local disk drive D, data drive D, and the folder Mangai is created. Okay, so another method to create a folder, that is, if you see the home tab, under home tab there is a group called new. In this new group also you have a folder new folder. Okay, just click here, single click it's enough. Okay, a new folder icon appears with the highlighted word new folder. Here you can just type any name what you need. Okay, so again let me type Mangai Saravanan. Okay, alright, so I created another folder. After typing, press enter key, then the folder will be created. Got it? So we have created two folders. So mainly I am going to work with this folder Mangai. So what you have to do is you have to create a folder with your name. Got it? See, I have to create a folder with your name, and whatever work you are doing, you have to save it with that folder itself. Do not save it anywhere else. Okay, so let me double click on Mangai and see what is this says. This folder is empty. Yes, we have just opened the folder, right? Nothing is inside. So let it be as it is. Let me close this window. We have just created a folder. Now we are going to work with Microsoft Word. Okay, to work with Microsoft Word, first you should know how to open Microsoft Word, right? So do you know how to open? Yes, that's good. Okay, so you all are genius, right? Definitely you would be knowing more than what I know with Microsoft Word, I think. Okay, anyhow, so how to open? Here, just to follow my cursor where I'm moving, okay? Just go to the search box in the taskbar. Here in the search box, just make a single click and type MS Word. When you start typing MS Word, one or two letters itself, it will show you Microsoft Word. Here, do you see? Do you see my cursor? Yes, just click on it. The Microsoft Word 2007 opens, right? Okay, do you see the screen? It's not full screen, right? So what I have to do? I want to make it full screen. That's good, okay? So that's what I said, you all genius. So you have to click on the maximize button. So this is your Microsoft Word window. This is your Microsoft Word window. I'll explain this window first. See, in the first bar, you can see Document 1, Microsoft Word. So do you know what is meant by Document 1? Yes, that is the name of the file. By default, MS Word gives you Document 1. Okay? And Microsoft Word, it's a name of the application. Okay, then at the top right corner you can see three buttons. This is close button, this is restore, and this is minimize. This is maximize or minimize. Okay, maximize or make it smaller in size. Okay, this is minimize. So what is the use of minimize button? Do you know? See, let me click here. See, when I click the minimize button, I can't see this Microsoft Word, right? So where it went? Yes, that's good. Actually, which is restored in the taskbar. Do you see the taskbar is here? And do you see the W icon, Microsoft Word icon? When I keep my cursor, you can see Document 1, Microsoft Word. Click here, which opens. Which opens. Okay. Alright, okay, then here. Do you see one button? It's there, one colorful 4 squares button. Do you know what is this button? It's called office button. This is called office button. When I keep the cursor, you can see one small pop-up paper comes up. Office button. And see what is written here. Click here to open, save, or print, and to see everything else you can do with your document. So to create a new document, to open the existing document, to save your document, and see everything else, you can use this office button. So let me make a single click and see what it has. It has new, open, save, save as, print, prepare, send, publish, and close. Then here, exit word. So exit means to come out of the word. Either you can just click on this close button or this exit word button. Both are equal only. Okay, 2 ways we can exit from the Microsoft Word window. Got it? Okay. Now, see, new means if you want to create another document, Word document, you can just click on new. Another window opens, click on blank document, click on create button. Do you see document 2 it's open? Why it is document 2 it's given? Because document 1, the default name document 1 was given for the first Word apps we opened. This is the second one we opened, right? That's the reason the default name it's given as document 2. Got it? Okay. So let me minimize this. Both I minimized, right? So where are the 2 Word applications? Is it in the taskbar? That's good. Let me see. Oh my God. Do you see only one WS icon is here? But I have opened 2 documents, right? Actually, it should show 2 Word document, right? So let me see what happened. See, when you keep the cursor, you can see document 1 Microsoft Word. Here document 2 Microsoft Word. So automatically changes. Okay, as many as screens you open, you can see everything here one by one. Okay, see, let me click here and I want to work with Microsoft Document 1 and let me click File, New, Blank Document and Create. So what would be the name of the document, the new document? Yes, it is Document 3. Do you see Document 3? So let me minimize everything. Now go to taskbar and see this Word icon. Do you see Microsoft Document 1, Document 2, Document 3? Okay, you can work one by one simultaneously. Got it? Okay, so let me take a document 1 itself. Okay, so whatever work we are doing, we should save it first. We should save it first. So how to save it? Do you know how to save? Yes, go to File tab, then Save button. Then you have to click on Save button. Click here. And when you click on a Save button, we can see another dialog box appears. This is a dialog box. Okay. So what is the name of the dialog box? Save as dialog box appears. Okay. Save as dialog box appears. In this Save as dialog box, what you have to do is, can you see how does this box looks like first? Do you see arrow marks? Left arrow, right arrow, up arrow. And this is something like an address bar, right? And here you can see search document. That means a search box. So left side, it's a navigation pan. Then right side, file names. So all these things we have seen somewhere else. Am I right? So who tells the answer? Where did we see all these things? Yes, in the previous chapter, File Explorer we have seen. In a File Explorer window, we have seen all these things. We are seeing the same here. So it would be easy for you to work, I think. Right? Good. Now, apart from those things, okay, File Explorer options, you can see 2 more boxes here. One is File Name box. Another one is Save As Type. Okay, so file name, it is written as doc1.docx. Doc1.docx, just delete it. I just deleted it. It's a file name. So file name we have to give. Okay, we have to give the file name. Okay, so whatever content you're going to type related to that, you have to give a file name. Got it? Okay, so what file name we can give? Just tell me. We haven't written anything on this Microsoft Word, right? So let me, first one will be a test one. Okay, test document. So I have given a name as test. Okay, and save as type. You can see Word document. Yes, we are going to save it as a Word document. And do you see something? It's written in the bracket. What is that? Can you read out loudly? Everyone read. Yes, no, even before the what is given? Dot. Even before dot, star. Star dot docx. docx. Doc means document. Okay, X is added with that. docx document. Okay, so every file, whatever we are typing here, which is getting saved with the extension. This is the second name of the file. Test is the first name which we have given to the file. Now I have given the name test. So every file has two names. Okay, every file has two names. The first name is as we like. You can give any name as you like. The second name, it's given by the computer, especially given by the application which you are using. Here I am using Microsoft Word. So for Microsoft Word document, the second name is .docx, which is automatically will get added. Okay, so test I have given, and even before we have to save it in our folder only. We are not supposed to save it in the desktop or any other place, right? So you have to keep your things in your bag only, not in your next student's bag, your peer student's bag. Okay. So where I'm going to do save it is the name test. The file is going to be saved in my folder. So do you know where is my folder? Yes, which is in data drive 1D drive. So where I have to see in the left pan. Okay, so navigation pan, click on data drive 1 and my folder. Okay, if you're not seeing your folder, I can see my folder here. Simply I can click on it. But if you're not seeing your folder here, then this is a scroll bar. Using the scroll bar, click and drag to see. Okay, click and drag, go down and see. Now do you see my folder is here? No, right? So what I have to do? I have to scroll up. Okay, so click and drag and go up. Fine. So now we can see Mangai. Double click on it. Okay, in the address bar you can see I'm in this PC, data drive 1, and then the folder name it's Mangai. And what is the file name I have given? Test. And what is the second name? Will be added .docx. Then click on save button. Now look at the title bar. What is the name it's written? Test.docx. Why is it so? Every file has how many names? Two names. Okay. What are they? The first name, then second name. First name, it's given by us. Second name, it's given by the application. Okay. So the second name, it's also called as extension. It's called as extension. Extension. It is called as file extension. Okay. And it's a Word document, so it is written as .docx. And if it is a PowerPoint presentation, it will be .pppx. Got it? So every file gets an extension, the second name, with a few letters from the application name. Okay. So it's a Word document. So DOC document, the first three letters DOC, it is taken. PowerPoint presentation, PPT, power first letter P, point first letter P, presentation, in between T it's taken, PPT. Got it? So this is what the second name is given to the files. So we have a document here. So what we are going to do, we can do any work whatever we need. Okay.